Hello again, vinyl community. This is Matt, and it's been a little while, but this is another installment of the 80s vinyl duo. I think this is the fourth installment, and yeah, I know it's been a couple of months, but figured it's time to look at a couple more 80s classic albums. So let's start off with the one that's playing right now. That is Nik Kershaw, the Riddle. He's sort of regarded as a little bit of a one-hit wonder for the song that's playing right now, Wouldn't It Be Good? And it's a great track, iconic 80s song, huge hit in the UK. But he had quite a few other tracks, most of which are on this album actually. Now, I'm pretty sure this was not the same album that was released in the UK, this is a US release. Because I did not think that Wouldn't It Be Good was on the same album as The Riddle. Now, I might be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but anyway. Yeah, this pretty much has there were 4 hits that I knew Nik Kershaw for. All 4 of them are on this album. This album was released in 1984, and here's the back. I really like the artwork on the back, actually. I just think that's, I don't know. It's desolation, I guess, but yeah, let's have a look at the track listing. So we start off with side 1, The Riddle. Now, The Riddle is a terrific track. It's actually that's a really good pop song. It is, and that was a hit in the UK. We then have Know How, You Might. I'm not aware that either of those were released as singles. Don Quixote, that was released as a single, was a sort of mediocre hit. And then Easy. Side 2 has the iconic Wouldn't It Be Good, playing right now. And Wide Boy. Wide Boy was also a hit. Wild Horses, Roses, and Save the Whale. The first time I heard Nik Kershaw, folks in the US won't know what this is, but any Brits watching, Weetabix. Okay, Weetabix is a brand of breakfast cereal, but it's like I was going to compare it to shredded wheat, which isn't exactly the comparison. They come in like little mini loaf type things, sort of, and typically you would pour milk and then add sugar on the top, and it's really great. But anyway, in the mid 80s, Weetabix had a promotion where you would collect little tabs that you tore off the boxes of Weetabix. Once you collected so many of them, you could mail them in, and they would send you back a cassette tape in return. And my best friend at the time had several of these cassette tapes, and I've actually tried to find them since. They're really hard to find, even on eBay. There's only a few available, and they're kind of pricey. I thought about doing a little video about them, but I don't know, maybe we'll see. But he had a bunch of these Weetabix tapes, and there were 2 tracks on each side, and on one of the cassettes had Nik Kershaw, Wide Boy, on it, and that was the first time I heard Nik Kershaw was on one of these cassette tapes. So yeah, anyway, that's Nik Kershaw, The Riddle. He sort of faded a little bit into obscurity. I think he did perform at Live Aid. I'm pretty sure he did, actually. And he did perform Wouldn't It Be Good. But yeah, so yeah, that's Nik Kershaw. Second album we're going to look at is definitely more of an iconic 80s album. That is Culture Club, Color by Numbers. This is still in the shrink with the hype sticker. This was part of one of my best ever Goodwill hauls. Probably more than a year ago, where somebody had dumped off like an entire collection. There was a bunch of great 80s stuff in there. A lot of it's still in the shrink. This was one of the albums. I even went back, I bought like 20 albums or something, and then I even went back the next week and I bought a few more that nobody else had grabbed yet. So this is on the Epic label. Let's take the record out of here. There's the LP, and here's the back, and of course this has some absolute classics on it. It really does. And this even still has the $7.99 price sticker still on it from back in the day. And yeah, again, this has several of the big hits on it. It does not have Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? That was on an earlier album. But it does have Karma Chameleon, massive #1 hit, big #1 hit in the UK, 1983. It has It's a Miracle, again, another hit for them. Black Money, Changing Every Day, and That's the Way I'm Only Trying to Help You. That's side 1. Side 2, Church of the Poison Mind, that was another hit. Miss Me Blind, another hit. Mr. Man, Stormkeeper, and finally yet another hit, Victims. I think Victims got to #2 in the UK charts, I want to say. I won't swear to it though. And yeah, it's just really cool. It's even got an address for the Culture Club US fan club on the back of it. I'm going to guess it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Yeah, so really cool. This was actually originally released by Virgin Records, which I didn't realize, and I'm just looking on the back of it now. Which explains probably how 2 of the tracks ended up on the very first Now That's Right Cool Music album, which of course was a collaboration between Virgin and EMI. But yeah, it looks like in the US it was released on Epic. It's probably licensed to Epic. And yeah, I mean, a great album. What can you say about it? You know, I do like Culture Club. They're you know, again, iconic 80s. You know, Boy George later went off and did his own solo stuff. He got involved with like Ministry of Sound in the 90s. And then towards the end of the 90s, they even reformed for a time. A couple of songs of theirs that I have, I Just Want to Be Loved was one of them. And 1 or 2 others. I forget the names. But yeah, Culture Club. I mean, definitely one of the iconic bands of the 80s, especially the early 80s. For sure. So, thank you guys as always for watching. It's been another 80s vinyl duo, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.